Alright. Today is the first time I'm talking about a different topic than what I have for the past few videos, although it isn't exactly the most happiest topic. Once again, it's a little bit grim again. I seem to be doing a lot of grim. Don't mind if my voice sounds a little bit down. I just have a bit of a blocked nose. I'm fine. Just a bit of a cold or something, I don't know. Nothing really stopping me from doing anything. But today I want to talk about life. The meaning of life, because it's a question I've been struggling with for a lot of years now. I always have struggled with finding a purpose with life. And it's quite demotivating, really, because you just don't really feel a purpose. Like, for instance, I'm worrying about that, something else comes up, and then I'm occupied for, say, 6 months trying to focus on this new thing. And I think, oh, phew, I can relax now, it's in the clear. But it always comes back to this. After I solve one issue, everything always comes back down to this. Life. I just don't really understand why I'm here, what my point is. If I'm just going to die and be forgotten, then what's the point, you know? Why does any of this matter? Who honestly cares? It's going to get destroyed in a billion years anyway. So, why does this matter at all? What's the point? And today, I'm not just going to be like, oh, everything sucks. Because I may feel that way sometimes, sure, but life has its great moments as well, which is what we need to focus on. But today I'm going to be talking about how I think life does actually have a meaning behind it. And there is little hints that in my life I have had. For a long time, actually. So, let's do a bit of a story today. We're going to go back to... Oh, there's a bit of thunder. Let's go back to grade 8. Grade 8, things were pretty crap for me, to be honest. Things weren't going well. And... Now, you may have heard of the number 69. Heh, funny number. And I looked at my iPad and wow, that's the battery percentage. Haha, very funny. I didn't read too much into it. But then, for the following year, every single time I looked at my battery percentage, I didn't. Every single time. I wasn't like watching the numbers, waiting it to get to this number. Every time I looked at the number on my battery, my phone, even number plates on cars, it always showed 69 on it. That number, it was appearing everywhere. And I started to acknowledge it after a few months, and it scared me. I started getting scared because I'm like, why does this keep showing up? Why do I keep seeing this number? Everywhere I look, my phone, my iPad, I could just be doing work in class and my eyes just drift towards the battery percentage for like no reason, and it's there. Or say I'm sitting in the car on the way to somewhere, and I haven't been looking at the number plates at all, and the one time my eyes, for whatever reason, just drift towards a number plate, the number 69's on it. And so this number, for about a year, it was everywhere, it kept appearing everywhere, and I was going through a pretty crappy period of my life at the same time, dealing with some stuff which I'm not going to go into. I'd rather keep it personal. That's like the one thing I don't want to talk about, because it's fine now, so no point going back there. But I remember I was camping. I was going for a week trip, and I kept seeing it still everywhere. And I decided to look up the meaning of the number 69. And at first, I quite regretted it because it came up with some pretty inappropriate stuff, which was not quite what I was after. And then I went down a bit, and I found angel number 69. So I thought, okay, sure, it's about the best I've got. And so I read it. And the funny thing is, it made sense. What it told me, it basically said, your life is at an end period, or like the end of a chapter, basically. And the angels are trying to tell you this through seeing this number. And things started to make sense. Kind of. Except for one problem. I still didn't know why I was seeing this. What was ending my life? No, because I'm still here. And then, at the end of grade 9, over a year of this happening, I figured out what that was. It sucked. But then things got better a month later, so we were fine. And then ever since then, things have been good. Things were better than good, actually. A horrible chapter of my life that had been going on since grade 4 had finally ended. Things were good. And then the number disappeared. For a few months. But halfway through grade 10, it started appearing again. And still to this day, it's still appearing. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And I know what it means. I'm just waiting. But it really makes you think. If there's a supposed angel number calling out to me and saying something is coming to an end, which it did, and it's happening again, it makes you think, maybe there is something more out there in the universe looking over us. Maybe there really is more than just life and death. Maybe there really is something out there. A reason to be here. Our purpose. And when I'm down thinking everything's meaningless, I try to think of that number. And I try to think of there has to be something more than wake up every day, do something for a few years, and then perish. There has to be something more. And I've read countless stories of people who have had similar occurrences with different numbers. So really, I'm just left wondering, what is out there? Other than the thunder in the sky. So maybe my life really does have a purpose, I just haven't discovered it yet. I'm still young. I've got a lot to work out. And I'll get there one day. But that's it for this one, guys. This dragged on a bit longer than I expected. And to be honest, you guys are probably getting a bit bored of looking at trees. If anyone's watching this, that is. But I'm going to keep going. Not that I have much of a choice. But I'm sure one day I will figure out why I'm really here. One day I'll understand. I'll see you guys in the next one.